Hey everyone, good morning. Welcome to another morning mantras while I'm mobile. So morning mobile mantras. So today morning, my mind went in the direction of large manufacturing enterprises. Yeah, maybe defense, maybe even warehousing. Wherever there's warehousing. So manufacturing organizations. Right? What should be the 4 or 5 dimensions of transformation or digitization for them, for the existing business model? As you know, the broad dimensions of transformation are pretty straightforward, right? You exponentially impact and digitize your existing business model. You look for, experiment for, and then look for new opportunities in new business models, right? You absolutely transform your customer experience, and that is part of operating model itself. Then basically you transform or build capabilities, what you leave behind, and then of course you nurture a digital culture, right? But if I look at just digitization in manufacturing, what would be the dimensions of digitization, right? So what would be, so I was thinking through that, and one big dimension of course is the factory floor itself, right? So I think in today's world with digital twins, that would be one predominant pillar of digitization, which is absolutely create a replica of the factory, of your manufacturing unit, 100% in real time. Everything that's happening in the factory, people, process, assets, right, is digital in its digital twin. And then see what you can extract out of that kind of a capability, right? So exponential efficiency, maybe some new stuff which we haven't thought about, right? So that's one dimension, right? A digital factory, a digital factory floor, a digital twin, right? Second dimension for this is again, digital processes, which all operating processes. Typically, you'll have SAP or Oracle. Typically, SAP in these manufacturing units, right? So, but not just the back office, all mid office, all front office. Absolutely low code, zero code. Every goddamn process, back office process, mid office process should be fully automated. And then, of course, a big thing about automation is most people fall, behind in adoption. So making sure it's adopted, and then of course yanking it up to autonomous, right? So that's kind of what I call invisible ops. So that's perhaps the second dimension. Then the third dimension of digitization would perhaps be in any channel, right? So the customer channels. Finally these guys produce something. So setting up those electronic means or digital means of interacting with your customers, either B2B or B2C or B2B2C, right? So that whole digital products and not websites and apps, yeah. So that would be another big pillar. Happy customer or obsessing about customers, a passion for customers, underpinned by digital is perhaps one area. Then of course, a lot of these manufacturing units, especially post-pandemic and during the pandemic, the big area is of course supply chain and ecosystems, right? So innovating on and digitizing on supply chains, and that's where blockchain perhaps plays a role. The whole IoT traceability, right? So digitization of the factory floor, yeah. And then of course, last but not the least, creating absolutely smashing employee experiences, right? So I think in a manufacturing context, if you look at digitization of alone with a view of exponential impacting the existing business model, think of 5 things, right? Number 1, digitize 100% digital twin of your factory floor. Make it come alive digitally. Absolutely smashing employee experiences, great happy customer digital experiences. Digitize your interface to your customer and create magical moments of digital experiences. 3, right? 4, absolutely automate your supply chain. Yeah, automate your supply chain and create a digital ecosystem. And finally, invisible ops, 100% autonomous running of your back office operations, right? So think about this, folks, if you're in the manufacturing space. Great to kind of speak up again this morning. Cheerio, have a good day.